Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver. I changed the color palette, I'm pretty sure, but it just looks exactly the same except slightly lighter. Took a break on Saturday, mostly just because I was a little bit eepy, you know? I woke up, I checked to make sure I didn't have anything to do, I went back to sleep, I took a nap until the afternoon, I woke up again, and I was like, I don't really want to do anything. And so, I just kind of slept. I think on and off, obviously. I think I slept for like a total of 16 hours? And it was nice, you know, you sleep that long. It's not probably the healthiest thing, you probably want to sleep like 8 hours, but, you know, sometimes you just need a day to recharge and lie in bed, you know what I'm saying? Now, we don't have our boy Yashiro, and we do need to be kind of quick here, so I don't know, we can maybe do an Ayaka run, a Toshi run? When's the last Toshi run we've done? I don't even... What is Toshi's outfit again? Apparently we played Toshiaki 1 month ago, so that's why I wasn't recognizing the Morn drip. Yeah, sure, we'll do a Toshiaki run, why not? Do a little Moshi Moshi. How we all doing tonight? How we all doing today, whenever you're watching this? I don't know, we can just do like a little gazoo. Nothing too controversial, nothing too scary, nothing too sketchy. Ill-fated, huh? Ill-fated, huh? Honestly, that's kinda sketchy. But once we get the cure, it'll kinda balance itself out once we get the cure, I suppose. And then I think that's fine. So what have I been up to besides just sleeping the entirety of Saturday? Because, you know, it was a nice lazy Saturday. I haven't really been doing anything. I should do more things. You know, I've been a little bit busier this week than I wanted to be. I've been running around a lot of the place. And so, you know, now that's kind of winding down a little bit. I'm still gonna have to do a little bit more running around, but regardless. I already did that. We have to look at the, it's look who it is. So the nightmare begins again? True. We have to find Moriko on the television, and then we can get schmovin'. I don't know, sometimes you just kind of like run around for a week, and you're like, I'm a little tired, and then, you know, you have an opportunity to just lie down for a day, and you take it, and that's nice. But, I don't know, I guess whenever I'm not doing stuff, I just feel like, how do I put it? I'm doing something wrong, you know? Like, it always feels like you always gotta be doing something. And then if you're not doing anything, then that's like... I guess this is a very weird and probably bad way to describe it, but you know when you're, like, playing Final Fantasy XIV, right? A statement that only, like, 2 people watching this video right now can relate to. When you're rolling that GCD, right? When you got the global cooldown rolling, that means that you're doing something. You know what I mean? You're rolling the GCD. When you're not rolling the GCD, you just feel bad. Because it's like the entire game is built around you rolling the GCD as much as humanly possible, right? You're trying to roll the GCD as much as possible. And if the GCD stops rolling, then what the hell are you doing? You know? And so, at least for me, I don't know why I mean, we're going to the history club, and we're gonna get some books, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, it's not looking too good for our boy Toshiaki here. We typically want to see a book early, because that means it's going to be in the rotation and we can get it pretty easily. But, like, the item rotation in this game works in such a weird way. It's like, if you don't see it in, like, the first, like, 5 or 6 goes, you're like, it's Jover. Because now these items are just going to be rotating for probably, like, the next 20 goes. I do want to get, like, a book or 2. Cursed Doll is not a freaking book, dude. Like, the others, it can be like, okay, you know, maybe we don't need, like, 4 books. That might be the greed that they talk about in the Bible, but If you see a book early, I'm not even looking at the spells. Like, I saw Ghostly Spear there, and it's like, nah, nah, nah. I saw Book of Gore, but nah, nah, nah. It's the wrong kind of book, brother. It's like when you've got that GCD rolling, all is well. You know, all is good. Oh, that's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, because you're supposed to roll the GCD. Rolling the GCD is what you're supposed to do. Is this combat actions? So that works on the kicks, theoretically. Because we need to get money. Mind Wipe can get out of here. I don't know if we can... I mean, I'll do it, but I don't really like that. This is, yeah, we gotta put this on the forest. You know, a little 44% Doom Mystery 1 is Toshiaki. You know, it is what it is. Real G's move in silence like lasagna, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep the GCD rolling, and it feels good. And that's like real life, you know what I mean? Like, you've always gotta be doing something. You've always gotta be doing something, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're doing something, even if it's unproductive, you're still doing something. But like, when you're lying down, when you're resting, when you're sleeping, that's a waste of freaking time, dude. You know what I'm saying? Many people are saying this. I mean, you're just cooked, right? What if we dodged? This is dumb, by the way. But I mean, it works. In theory, it would have saved us 4 health if we got lucky. And so it's like, yeah, it's always really nice to just be like, okay, I don't have to do anything this Saturday, so I'm just gonna lie down all day. And like, the only thing that I'm gonna do is like walk my dog and feed my dog and water my dog, you know? And then like drink water myself, and that's literally all I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna like stay under the cozy blankets the entire day, right? Like, that's based as hell. But it feels bad, because it's like, what do you mean that's all you're doing on a Saturday? You should be doing shit. You should be working. You should be doing something. You gotta be productive. And I think that's like a recipe for disaster, because it's like, that's what you feel intrinsically in like your soul, you know? Where it's like, you gotta be doing something, and you feel bad for not doing anything because you feel unproductive and lazy. But sometimes it's like, hey, listen, if you got a free day and it's a you day, maybe you gotta take that, you know what I'm saying? But it like, that's advice that I could offer to somebody else, but that's advice that I don't like taking myself. Because it's like, what do you mean you didn't do anything on Saturday? Lazy piece of shit? You know, that's my internal monologue. Is like, oh, you know, I gotta be doing something 24/7. If I'm not doing anything, I'm a failure. I'm lazy, you know? And I feel like that's like probably unhealthy. Because sometimes it's nice to just be like, I'm sleepy, I'm gonna lie down. Do I have anything that I have to do today as like a responsibility? An obligation? Something that I'm supposed to be doing? No, not at all. I have a free Saturday to myself? Huh. Maybe take the weight off. Maybe you just hang out a little bit. Maybe you just relax. Get the weight off your shoulders. Just kind of sleep. It's nice, but it feels wrong, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess we could do Violent Vigil, because the 2 doomed locations were the, whatchamacallit, the forest and the other one. I'll take a free ritual mask, why not? Sounds good to me, brother. Sounds good to me, sister. Sounds good to me, cousin. Oh, a book, you say? Now, we are gonna put this book away just so that we can get the Vigil pamphlet here. Because I don't want to deal with too much nonsense here. The Hole-Ridden Thing. Me and Hole-Ridden Thing Ritsu. I really do hate this guy. You don't want to be... You do not want to be here in this situation fighting this guy. He's not who you want to fight. You don't want to fight this guy. But I mean, I guess we will. Okay, I didn't want to do that anyways. I thought I almost hit clear again. Sheb Surge or Cure? I think it's gotta be Cure into Strength, really. Just in case we get, like, epically owned, epic style, by something or other at some point. I don't know if we're ever gonna use the Meat Cleaver, because I feel like we just want to have as many items. We want to have as many books as possible, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Our granduncle is gone. He was lying right here, and now he's gone. Uh-oh. This is why you level up strength, by the way. This is why you level up strength on Toshiaki. Get out of here. Get out of here. 5% Doom, huh? It's a little sketchy. Now, our speed's gonna suck, but it already sucked. You know what I mean? So, like... just go a little Doom neutral here, because we're not a Knight Errant, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Ooh. The minus 6% Doom back-to-back? You would be so kind? If I did it correctly, like if I did the whole thing correctly and then I just like accidentally clicked on the granduncle fight, it's like, oh, that would be so bad. Alright, we're out here cooking. We're out here cooking. You know what I think would be really funny? And I don't know if anybody's ever calculated this, and I'm way too lazy to calculate it, because I barely even remember how, like, the books, like, get out to here. Like, I used to know this, but I don't anymore, because this information is all atrophied, because it's like, who really cares, right? It's ridiculously overpowered, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, I guess we're just going the Akamanto route, aren't we? Sure. But it would be very, 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 very funny if the Necronomicon did not count as a book to bookstrap. That would be so funny. Like, that would be so unimaginably hilarious. Of, like, the I'm pretty sure it does, because I'm pretty sure you can get a bonus from bookstrap without any books in your inventory, except for the Necronomicon, which always takes a spot in your inventory, right? But it would be so funny if there was, like, an update that, like, changed how the Necronomicon worked or whatever, and changed it from a book to something else. And so it never worked. That would be so good, dude. Oh, what do you mean I need to be, like, done and dusted with this video in, like, 6 to 8 minutes? Come on, man. My speed run? Get out of here. You punk. Also, let me just, so that we don't immediately die if we get another one. Thank you. Oh, I'm cooked, dude. This place is doomed. Thank God it was an enemy fight, so I don't actually have to deal with that. There's no way, right, chat? There's no way. I mean, there's actually a pretty good chance that we just got, like, oh... I hate this game sometimes, you know? Like, they keep trying to drag me to the other world, and it's like, I don't really think I want to go there. Another body's supposedly been found? That's crazy. You ever think about how it's weird how, like, so many people die in Shiikawa, and it's like, you know, nobody ever questions this a little weird how, like, oh, we're going to school and apartments, so apartments don't matter. School, yeah, school matters enough, I think. I would rather the school be safe. So we'll just do a little bit of this. Because it's like, if the school gets a bonus threat level again, where we get, like, take more damage from threatening or whatever, then we're just taking free damage forever, because, you know, we fail everything. Alright, you're cooked, bud. Are you cooked? Hold on. This would be a great time to have the camera. This would be a peak time to have the camera. Let's just do it like this. We do a little coin flip, and we get some guaranteed damage in. Feels pretty good. You're dead next turn no matter what. And then we just cook you. We just take you to the cleaners. Get out of here. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get two hungries back to back. Or like a hungry and then a sewing kit or something. I don't think that's gonna happen, but just in case, might as well, right? I don't really care about Rage. I mean, Rage is really good. Don't get me wrong. But we're going into a... Oh, I should have gotten Knowledge. What am I thinking, dude? I mean, I guess we have the Cure, right? Do we have a Crudy's Kill? Crudy's Kill would go so crazy right now. Bro, for real? Oh. Yeah, Crudy's Kill would go nuts. I think we want to get, like, Crudy's Kill or something for the silly ghost. Silly, funny ghost. Alright, don't mind me. Alright, that's unfortunate. We do have the Crestfallen Mask, though, so we can play around with the Doom a little bit if we have to. Sure. We have the Cure, so we can play pretty bold here. That's one of the benefits of playing Toshiaki is, like, you know, if a minus stamina thing would kill you, you can click forward, because, you know, if you die, then it's fine, because you can just heal. Now, this is not fine, chat. So this is gonna do... Okay, so that's actually just gonna do 10. Cool. Alright, we take those. And we want to try to make this as easy as possible on ourselves, so we'll do it correctly. And we'll just kind of slide into the victory screen, hopefully, because we're just playing Toshiaki. We'll just slide into the little victory screen as like a little treat, you know? This is like a little treat. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of a win the game button because we're playing Toshiaki. Goizo's getting closer. That's a little scary. I mean, Goizo's been kind of like hovering around the 50% marker since the beginning of the game because of the power of the Necronomicon, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not too worried about it. You know what? Peep me up with this, and then peep me up with that. Get a little -3 going there. Alright. We probably should have healed inside this so that we could have gotten Desperation. Immediately, like, frame 1. You're actually gonna get cooked, though. Like, we're bracing, so you're not gonna hit me with the stupid scissor status effect, which, I mean, wasn't even gonna happen. That wasn't even on the cards. But, I mean, you're cooked, you're done. Now, we want something to deal with, and this is true. We want Crudy's Kill. We want Crudy's Kill. Oh, we're getting cooked out here. I'm re-rolling. I'll take Sheep Surge, I guess. Now, am I gonna use it 4 times? I guess so. Do we have anything that... Oh, we probably want to get rid of Inzmasu look, actually, now that I think about it. Excuse me, watch. Get the hell out of here. I love how you put your watch on, your smartwatch on silent mode, and then it just gives you notifications, like, literally every single time. Like, just without even, you know... Like, it makes noises, it vibrates, and that's the version of it that's on... That's the version of it, chat, that's on silent mode. When you have this thing outside of silent mode, it's just blasting you with notifications, and it's like, bro, I don't want to freaking hear it, dog. We'll just take the Doom, that's fine. It's like, you're goddamn right. Alright, go ahead and use the stuffed toy. Go in here. We're not going to do the duplication glitch because I don't really care. And just get rid of Inzmasu look. Because Inzmasu look can trigger in the tower, and we don't want that. Read the letters. Oh no, my money, it's gone. That's okay. You can't sell a jar of blood in your apartment complex when the door is blocked, right? Probably can. But don't worry about it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, okay? We're gonna win, hopefully. One of the things that I could have done if I was actually, like, smart is I could have, and this is true, stocked up on money. Oh, you know what? Could we have died there? Chance of losing reason every time you lose stamina? Okay, no, we're completely fine. I'm just gonna heal up, though. Like, as, like, a little... That's not the button. That's the button. Damn, this fight would be over already? That's kinda crazy. I mean, you're done and dusted. Thanks for doing 4 damage on the thing with the 4 knowledge. We appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, every 4 points of knowledge give you +1 on the sever damage. And then your offering damage is your knowledge +1. So our offering would have done 5, and with 3 knowledge, we would have done 3 damage, because it's half of the weapon rounded down, so 2, and then it gets a +1. So it's 3, and then every 4 points of knowledge, you get another +1, so it was 4. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. Me when that's how it works. So true, bestie. So we can either... It's more economical to do this 3 times, because it's 6 versus 7, right? I don't know why I'm referencing the Necronomicon, because it does just literally lie to you, but, you know. I mean, here's the thing. We could, like, kind of do everything here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could kind of just, like, not be stopped, because this is not 5, this is 3. So, I can just hit this. And then guess what? I can also just hit this. So we're back down to 63. And then I could even heal here if I wanted to as well. But, I mean, we're good. Like, look at that. Like, first of all, we can't even take any damage from the lighthouse except for 3. 3 for not having a light source. Because we don't have a light source. And that's it. We can only take 3. We can take +10, +3. That's it. And look, we got more EXP. So what we can do is we can just Thought Flash. That's the power of Toshiaki, is the end is just so peem. It's peak cinema. I don't even know if we have a boss fight here. I don't think we do, but if we did, oh my god. Can you imagine the 9 strength, like 4 bookstrap Toshiaki? Bro would... You know, right now there's online discourse about, could 100 men defeat 1 gorilla? And it's like, I think Toshiaki could, like, Sheebs, Surge, Rage, buffed Toshiaki with 4 bookstrap Monkey Wrench? Bro could probably take on 1,000 gorillas, to be honest with you, alone. I'm just saying. How many gorillas do you think they can throw at you in one mystery? That's the limiting factor. But if the gorillas are just in one mystery, like if this is the, you know, a terrifying zoo special, a terrifying trip to the local zoo. I'm not very good with World of Horror names, but like, a terrifying trip to a tumultuous zoo? Something like that. You know, how many gorillas are in there? It doesn't really matter. Toshiaki will kill them all. Rip them to shreds. If you wanted to see something particularly more gory, though, you know, that would be, you know, Cursed Ayaka. That would be, Blood Mania, Eldritch Possession Ayaka with a Monkey Wrench. Or anything, really. With her bare hands, yeah. As we've quickly discovered on this episode, you don't need 100 men to kill a gorilla. You just need 1. And god, if you've got 2, they could probably take on like 2,000, 3,000 gorillas. I mean, here's the thing, you know, these kids are like, these young adults, whatever age they are, I don't remember because it got changed like 7 or 8 different times in the game's production. I think they're probably all young adults at this point for like age rating, like perspective of like the game. But you know, like they're getting to the point where they're fighting like eldritch beings and like actively defying eldritch gods. You know what I'm saying? I think they could take on a gorilla. I think everybody in the World of Horror cast could take on a gorilla. And I think that a buffed Toshi, buffed Ayaka could like massacre thousands of gorillas. You know, Moriko could, you know, put down a couple of Harambes, but after she runs out of ammo, you know, how much perception does she have? Does she have a flashlight? Does she have deft handling? That's when it gets a little bit tricky for her. And you know, Aiko, she could solo a gorilla for sure. Anyways, what are we talking about? I'm clicking the stop recording button now.